Hey yo, how is doing? What's popping from Misco, my YouTube family? This place has become my new spot for videoing. Like, it's pretty much by the window, and there's always sun around here. The weather is always hot, man. And to think that we're supposed to be approaching Hamatan, and this is how hot the weather is. Really, I used to think Hamatan was an amazing weather. Okay, anywho, hello beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's your girl FAVOUR LAWSON. Find my own greeting for you guys. I don't know, I'm not that creative when it comes to I don't know, but they say practice makes perfect, right? And then with time everything will fall into place. So guys, if you're seeing this face for the very first time, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button so you can join the family. I mean, I need a lot of family members on this platform. I really want family. Let's be a huge family. Let's be friends. Let's talk. Let's gist. Let's interact with each other. Let's just have fun. This channel is about having fun, talking about a whole lot of, what am I saying? Sorry, excuse me. Talking about a whole lot of things with regards to life and how to navigate life as a normal person. We always face challenges every day, so I'm just going to be talking about just a few things that we could face, and my own 2 cents how to sort, or maybe probably walk through them. Basically, I'm not a professional, I'm not a psychologist, I'm just talking based on experience and what I know. So you guys, you are welcome. Please do not forget to hit that red subscribe button and also turn on notifications so you get notified anytime I post a new video. And just join the family. We are here to welcome you, and please stay with us. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for making our time to support me, support your girl. I really do appreciate your support. I know that the little support here and there will eventually grow to something really big and amazing. They always say little drops of water makes the ocean. You get what I mean? Thank you guys so very much. I really do appreciate you. So today I'm going to be talking about something that our African culture, or do I have to narrow it down to Nigeria? Okay, let me just say Africa, sorry. And then our African culture, has made it a very serious thing for women. When you see a lady that's growing older, not aging per se, but growing older, there are a lot of things that are expected of you, and if you're not hitting that target, if you're not moving up to their expectations, you might kind of feel like maybe your life is not going according to what it should go. Okay, but at the end of the day, everyone's life is different. No two people are the same. You cannot expect what's happening with your neighbor to happen with you, because you guys have different faces, you have different destinies, you guys are different things are going to happen to you at different stages of your life. But I know at some point, at a particular stage in life, there are so many things expected of people. But anyways, instead of talking too much on this intro video, how about we just get right into the video? Would you fly for me? Oh, even if now Kogano, take a ride with me. Hey! Guys, today I'm going to be talking about what they do not tell you about 2025 in an African society. Yeah, I said it. Put it in the record. I said it. Okay. Okay, this generator is pretty loud. Okay, sorry guys, they just turned the generator on and I think it was pretty loud. I had to close so many doors so it doesn't make too much noise. here. So guys, please pardon me. You know our country, no constant electricity. Please don't come for me because that's the truth. Okay. So resuming, where was I? Yeah, I was talking about what they don't tell you about 2025 in an African society. Guys, growing older is a blessing. I mean, I love to grow older. Like, I don't know, it really gets me pretty excited, you know, turning a year older. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so it gets me pretty excited, and I even love to celebrate my birthdays and everything. But there's a downside to this thing, because you know, the older you get, the closer you are to your grave. Abby, yes, I know you know that. But guys, there's beauty in growing older, and but the only problem here is if you are a lady, a young lady that's growing up, and you haven't really you know, achieved, I mean, like with the human understanding of what achievement should be, you haven't really achieved as much as they have expected you to. Like they give you a time frame before you turn 25. You need to, you know, be married and maybe have a child, and have a business that's really blossoming, and you know, you're really up, you know, on that, you know, that lifestyle that, you know, I know people expect a lot from people, especially ladies. And don't get me wrong, this is actually coming from a very good place, because people want you to achieve, you know, people want you to succeed, especially Nigerians. Like, we, okay, I don't know if everything comes from a good place, because sometimes I feel like so many people are poke nosing in things that don't concern them, like plain down, okay, in things that don't really concern them. But sometimes I feel like it's coming from a good place. It's just that we're very opinionated in this country, in this part of the world. Sometimes we're not really bothered about how someone is going to feel about some form of, you know, questions. And you know, you get what I mean. If you live in Nigeria, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. And I feel like sometimes it puts a kind of load on people, and stress, and you know, expectations. And when you feel like you're not meeting up to expectation, you feel like maybe your life is coming to an end, you know, and which is bad. It's really bad. But don't get me wrong, I feel like not that I feel like, the reason why these people are actually on us to make sure that we are moving in life, like with regards to being married and having at least one child before you turn 25, and maybe having a business that's actually blossoming, is because women have a time frame, women have a biological clock that keeps ticking, and the older you get, the more difficult it is for you to, okay, with the area of marriage and having kids, the older you get, like let's say before you hit that age, that 30, you know, it kind of starts getting more difficult with having kids. You know what I mean? You know the toll having children takes on a female's body, right? Even from just looks alone, not even considering what the organs inside, you know, are looking like. Okay, I'm not saying that when you turn 30 you cannot have kids. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not it at all. But you know, the older you get, the more difficult it is for you to, you know, conceive and have kids without too much of stress. There's an age that you get to, and even the doctors see your pregnancy as a high risk pregnancy, but that's not what I'm even talking about today. I'm just going to be talking to you about my own life, you know, what they didn't tell me about 2025. I was super duper excited. Oh, 2025, quarter of a century. It's really huge, actually. It's really, it's huge. It's not easy. It's a miracle, actually, to walk 25 years, being healthy, being strong, being alive. It's only by the mercies of God that I have been able to make it up to this point. And even though I feel like so many things are not really in place at this time, but at the end of the day, I'm alive, I'm healthy, I'm strong. I have the strength to, you know, work hard and push, and you know, do something. You know what I mean? You get what I mean? Yeah. So but in our society today, things are not that easy. You know, there are so many men walking around the streets, but apparently there is no husband. I don't, you get, you know. And in the Nigerian society, even if you are not married, you need to be in a serious relationship. Something has to be happening in your life, because your aunties will come and they'll be like, My dear, time waits for no one. Now is the time to choose a husband. Time is no longer on your side. Don't do that your selection thing that young girls your age do. Before it is too late. If you see a normal man that loves you and he loves the Lord, grab him. Accept to marry him. Don't be doing select. I'm warning you because at your age, you feel like there are husbands everywhere. There is no husband though. There is no husband. And you know, women have time. Don't waste your time. And also, you notice that the older you get, there are so many things that are expected of you, even with regards to your diet and your lifestyle. Like there are certain foods that they ask you to cut down on just because the older you get, the more difficult it is for your body to wear off fats. It stores fats up, I don't know, in places that you don't like. It's the truth. I mean, the older you get, the more difficult it is. I remember my dad, he used to tell me that, well, not he used to tell me, even my mom told me that when he was quite younger, his stomach was really flat, like very flat, like six-pack flat. But then growing up and all, you know, it's difficult, it's more difficult to drain off all that fat. So you're asked to cut down on a whole lot of stuff because, okay, one, it's good for your health, and another, you don't want to also be looking like a bag of potatoes, and you start feeling you start feeling lack of confidence, or you start having lack of, wow, what am I saying? You start losing confidence. Oh my gosh, in yourself. Okay, my brain is actually getting older. I think it's part of the 25 year. Okay, so most times this ideas and expectations are not really from a bad place, like I mentioned earlier, but sometimes it gets to people and people take it, you know, from a different and perspective, a different angle, and it's end up scaring a lot of people. But okay, like one time I went to buy something, and then this lady was asking me about work, about about the whole lot. Okay, I don't want to go into that right now, but I'm sure it was from a good place because she was practically advising me like someone would advise a child, I guess, you know. But sometimes people don't know the pressure they mount on others when they ask certain questions and expect certain things of people, you know. You understand, and it's really not nice, you know, sometimes to put your nose in people's business. I know that you're trying to help them. Sometimes you might feel like some people, maybe you feel like some people don't think, you know, for you to be giving such advices, but on the flip side, everyone knows what's good for them, but sometimes life doesn't really turn out the way it's supposed to. And turning 25, there's a form of stability that is expected of you, you know, even from your family members and even from yourself. Like deep down, there's some things that you expect from yourself. But with me, mine was different. I mean, when I turned 25, few months later, I left the country where I was so used to, came back from South Africa, and I'm back to Nigeria, and basically all the things that I've been planning over there I'm basically lost, because like, are you kidding me? I have to start over again over here, and it feels like the stability part is like, you know, kind of confused at this point, but it's okay. I mean, life happens. There are some people that are late bloomers, some people are early bloomers, and you and another person are not the same. You guys are very different sets of people. Your destinies are different, so you don't actually have to look at someone else. You don't need to compare yourself with someone else. Comparison for me started right from when I was a child. Like my mom always used to tell me that you cannot compare yourself with someone else. No, you don't know what their lives are like behind what you see. Okay, so even if it looks all beautiful on the outside, it might also be beautiful on the inside, but it might also be dark on the inside. So you really do not want to compare yourself. It was that serious that even if my classmate had something and I wanted the same thing, I cannot tell my mom, Mommy, Ijoma has it, so I want it. You will not get it. No, my darling, my mom will not buy it for you. You know, that was like training us and helping us to know that you don't look at someone else's life to compare with yours, because you as that person are not the same in any way. You don't look like that person. Even if you do, you're not the same person. You get what I'm trying to say. So even if I try to sulk and try to compare myself with my mates, I just have to remind myself that, excuse you, you and the person's journeys are not the same. So you cannot, compare yourself or think that because this person is moving on this way, you have to move on. No, life is definitely different. And just thinking about it, I need to, and I'm also talking to you guys, like, you need to just be grateful for your small wins. I know that sometimes you might feel like they are very small, but at some point in your life you prayed and asked God to help you hit this mark. Yes, and now you've hit it, and then you feel like you need something better. I mean, that's how life is. When you hit something, when you conquer something, you want to conquer another thing. That's life. That's how human beings are. That's how we are wired. That's how we function, and it's not a bad thing, but I feel like we should sit back and be grateful for the little that we have, okay? Because even the Bible says, count your blessings, name them one by one, and you know how good God has been. You see how good God has been. Yes, that's just the thing. Count your blessings, and then it will surprise you what the Lord has done. Yep. So guys, what do I even want to say? There's so many things I really want to talk about, but at this point I feel like those things are flying away from my brain, and I don't even know how to talk about it anymore. Because, okay, tell you something, at this age, so many wedding invitations will be popping on your table. They'll be passing by. They'll be, oh, my friend just got married. Whoa, I should get married. No, baby, it's not like that. It's not always like that. And another thing is, before you even jump into marriage, marriage is not a bed of roses. I've never been married, but I can see from my parents and from other families that marriage is not a bed of roses. And for women, we also have so much to sacrifice and so much to go through, once you get married. It's not just rosy, happy. You find that faithful man, and then you accept to marry him, and then when you guys are in the marriage, there's so many things that pop up here and there. You get pregnant, you have kids, there's so many commitments. You could actually live your life, just to make sure that your family is okay for the meantime, until the kids start to grow and are able to take care of themselves. To some extent, it's not just easy for a lady. And I know that's why the concern of getting married early is very high on high in our African society, because the African society actually, we view marriage in a very different way from the way the Europeans and the Westerners view life. And I'm not saying that we're entirely wrong, but sometimes it kind of heaps a lot of pressure on the female folk, which is not really good for us, okay? But that notwithstanding, you have to be sure that you want to get married before you get married. Don't be forced to get married because everyone is telling you to get married. My aunties, some aunties of mine and uncles, like, hey, now is the time to marry you. You're young. This is the time. You're 26 now. So you're ready. This is the time to do it now. People are like, I can hook you up with some people. Oh, this one's are saying, don't worry, I'll find a husband for you. Some people say it in passing like a joke. Fine, girl, now is the time to marry you. Okay, I know. Okay. Yes, so don't let those things give you pressure. And also with regards to work and all, I know that, okay, we're not making as much money as we want to make at this point. Sometimes it could get you depressed, like so many things that you want to do and they're not working. I know that happens to me a lot. Like when I sit back, I'm like, but I tried this, why is it not working? But at the end of the day, there are also some things that I actually asked God for when I turned 25, and He has actually been ticking those boxes. As in, like, even some are still surprising to me till today. But I mean, God works in mysterious ways. Okay, you get me, right? I know you do. Okay, so guys, before I even end this video, I just want to leave you guys with something. Whether you are 25 or above, or you're turning 25 very soon, and you feel like your life is not moving the way that it should or the way you really want it to, I just feel like you should relax. Just relax and live in the moment. Don't just be too agitated about the future that you forget to live in the moment and enjoy what God has already placed before you. Sorry, live in the moment and enjoy your life, basically. And another thing is, do not compare yourself with others. You're different. You have a God has a plan for your life, and whether you're 25 or not, or even more, it doesn't really matter to God, because hello, God doesn't work with time, and He created you. He knows all these things more than you do. So, yes, yeah, of course. And also, turning 25 made me realize that there are so many things I should take my hand off, like I don't know how to put it now, behavior wise, character wise. That okay, I know something about myself. Okay, at this point I'm still trying to know myself. If you ask me, I've not fully understood myself, so I'm still in that process of getting to know me better. So I've realized something though, that these days I just don't like drama. I don't like stress. If you're going to give me stress, I avoid you totally. So instead of me to exchange words with you, I just avoid you, because all that stress is piling up. It's piling up. It's not that you're going to see the outcome of those stress that have piled up and everything, but with time you know, hey, that thing that happened that time, this is the outcome of it. So you have to run away from problems as much and as fast as you can, because heaping them up is going to end up in the long run to haunt you. And another thing I actually had to tell myself is that I need to stop being what's this thing called now, what's this word, inconsistent. I've noticed a whole lot of things about myself over the years. I can be inconsistent for Africa. Like, I'll start something and it's happening, I'm very excited about it, I'm going to do it, and at the end of the day, or halfway through the journey, I find myself I'm not doing it anymore. Why? I've lost interest, and that's not right. I need to learn to be consistent, because at the end of the day, consistency pays a lot. Even though I know that sometimes you waste your time doing things that are not going to pay you at the end of the day, but and you could have stopped earlier. I know, and that happens a lot. But to some extent, you need to be consistent with one thing, okay, especially if you see a future with that thing. So can be consistent with that thing, and then before you know it, it'll blossom, it will grow. I'm talking to myself, even though I'm talking to you guys as well. I'm also talking to myself, because I need to learn to be very, very consistent, and also believe in myself. So many times I don't believe in myself. I do something, I'm like, it's not good, and then I end up hiding away and running away from it. That's not a good thing, and I'm learning to not do that anymore. I'm learning to change, apparently. I'm learning to change. And there's one more other thing. I just remembered it now, and now I've forgotten. Chai, God, is it this thing? Yes, please, before I even forget. In as much as people are like sorry about that, guys, that's my brother. So I also want to say that turning 25 doesn't change how you feel. I'm still feeling the same way I felt when I turned 16 and 15, and if I still remember, yeah, I do remember, 18. Like, it doesn't change how you feel. It's just that you actually tend to be more mature and handle things a bit differently, but you're still the same person. It's not like you feel like there's no particular feeling in your body or in your heart. So I don't know. Oh gosh, what is this? Wow, favor. Okay. Thing is, you don't feel different about your age when you add another year to your life. You don't feel different. It's not like you're going to immediately look different, so like they always say, age is just a number. Yeah, age is just a number, but your organs are not really saying the same thing. They are growing. Alright, guys, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain of this discussion and this chit chat with you guys. Guys, I like to talk. I don't know if you noticed, I like to talk. And when I tell people that I'm a shy person, they don't believe me. Okay, well, guys, this is going to be the end of this chit chat with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. So you guys, drop your comments in the comment section. If there's something that you feel is too much of a burden for you, that people are making a burden for you, but you don't feel like they should, because you don't feel like you've hit that age mark and you've exceeded it, please drop your comments in the comment section. I'd like to hear it. And let's just talk, let's just have a discussion. And if there's any topic you guys want me to be discussing with you guys, I don't mind, tell me about it, and I'll be ready and available to talk about it with you guys. So I think that's it. That's, I know that there's something I'm going to remember now when once I switch off this camera. Hey God, favor. If you remember, you know, okay. Alright guys, please, if you got to this point in the video, thank you so much. You're the real MVP. You are amazing. Thank you so much for sticking with me through to this point. And please do not forget to give me a like and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed until this point, and join the family. Basically, let's talk. Let's have fun. Drop your comments, share this video as well, and please do not forget to check back on this channel on my next video. So I'm gonna see you all later. Bye.